Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to this channel. I'm so excited to have you here today. If you're new, hi, how are ya? My name is Tracy and I am a makeup artist and a hairstylist for special occasions. I own my own beauty brand, Tracy Catlin Beauty, and if you have not already, please do subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you get notified every single time I go live or have a video uploaded. So in today's video, we are going to do a beautiful fall look on my gorgeous model, Emma. We are going to do really deep fall vibes, and I know it's not fall anymore, but I wanted to give you guys a really nice fall appropriate look, and it's got glowy skin, and she's just stunning. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, definitely give it a thumbs up. I will jump right in. Hey guys, okay, so we are starting by just cleansing Emma's skin. I'm just using some Bioderma micellar water. I like to do this when I start any client's makeup application, just start with a really nice clean slate. I did also moisturize, which apparently I didn't show, or maybe I do it later, I can't remember. We can edit that out if I do it later, Heather. And then I did end up using tape on her eyes to get that really nice sharp edge. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I just clean it up with a makeup wipe. It really just depends on my mood. And then I did go ahead and go in with my MAC paint pot in soft ochre to prime the lids. And then we are going in with all of these beautiful fall vibes. I used a few different palettes. I used a Tarte palette, I used a Violet Voss palette, and I even used an Anastasia, the Modern Renaissance palette. So you'll see I start building up that outer edge slowly, and then I get really into that deep burgundy maroon shade because I wanted this to be a really nice, deep, rich red burgundy color. And the red color that I am using is from a Violet Voss palette. I believe this palette came in my FabFitFun probably a few months back. So if you're looking for that palette, that's the one it is. So you'll see I go back and forth between these two brushes that I'm using right now. One is just a slightly smaller brush. And the other one is just a bit more fluffy. And I go back and forth constantly, especially when I'm doing dramatic looks, just to make sure that everything is absolutely seamlessly blended and it just looks like it's part of her eye. So there's no lines, there's no any harsh edges, nothing like that. So everything is really nice and seamlessly blended. And then you'll see that I start to go in here with a deeper brown color, and I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette here to just deepen up that outer edge. I'm using the deepest chocolate color. I can't remember the name of it, but that's the color that I'm using. And then I do also go in with some black from the Sultry palette from Anastasia, just to give it even more of a smoky look. Okay, so here you can see I go in and highlight the inner corner. I am using the Modern Renaissance palette. It's one of the two shimmer shades that are in the top row. And it highlighted it really, really beautifully. And then I just go in and blend it out and make sure everything just looks really seamless. Okay, so as you can see here, I remove the tape and it's that beautiful crisp line. And I just clean up any of the fallout. When you're working with darker shades, there's inevitably going to be fallout no matter what palette you use, what eyeshadows you use. So I cleaned it up, and then I went in with her foundation, which we used the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, I believe in NC30. Okay, so I apologize, my camera did cut out there. So I did go in with concealer and powder and set the face and everything, and now we are going in with bronzer. The bronzer that we went in with was some of the Hourglass ones, which I've actually really been loving, but I wanted this particular look to be very glowy, very luminous, and just kind of fresh. So anytime I have anybody with more dry skin, or if we just want to go for a more glowy look, I will always go in with those bronzers because they do have a little bit of a sheen to them. You can see the palette there. And we did also use the highlighters and the blush from this palette. I've really been enjoying this palette, and I think I am going to purchase larger sizes of a couple of the bronzers for my kit, because I am really, really loving them. And I was thinking at first that I couldn't use them on more oily skin tones, but I am rethinking that because I have been using them on me personally, who actually has very oily skin usually, and I'm still really liking it. So I am thinking about adding it. Here we're just going in to smoke out that lower lash line, and I'm going in with I believe it's the Violet Voss. Yeah, the Violet Voss palette. You can see some of it right there. And we're just smoking out that lower lash line, bringing in some of that warmth, but really keeping it pretty deep and dark. I have to just say, now that I'm editing this video, the brows. How did I wait so long to do the brows? I feel like it depends on the look that I'm doing as to the order that I do the makeup in. When I'm doing more dramatic looks, I always do the eyes first, obviously. But it just, wait till the brows come, you guys. They are coming, I promise. But she just looks like she has no brows right now, and it is kind of driving me a little nuts. Okay, so here I am just going in. This is a random palette that I have had for such a long time. I believe it's by IBY Beauty. And it came in a Boxycharm like, oh my gosh, probably 2 years ago. But it has really good cooler toned contour shades. And I really like it, especially for more fair skin, because bronzers can be so warm sometimes. And especially for fair skin, it just doesn't work for their skin tone. So I used that palette just to carve out the cheekbone a teeny bit. Going in with highlight, of course. I went in with the Hourglass ones first, and then I put some Ofra Cosmetics highlight on there. I believe it's Glazed Donut, the one that's in collab with Nikki Tutorials. And I put that, I believe, on as well, just to give it a really nice beaming glow. And yes, finally, the brows. And we will finally have some shape to the face. I'm going in with my Anastasia palette. I use this on almost all of my clients, unless they need like a complete brow reshaping or drawn on. I will always just go in with some powder because I feel like it just works really nicely for the majority of the people, for my majority of my clients, and it just works really great. And then I'll put some brow gel through them, and it just looks great. And here we're just going in with mascara. On all my clients, especially if they're going to do lashes anyway, I will usually just go in with the L'Oreal Lash Voluminous Mascara. It's a really great mascara. I feel like it's not too thick and it's not too thin. And it also is waterproof, which is great. Here we went in with the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Poet. And then over top of it, I put a NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Paradise Garage, I believe. Don't quote me on that one. But we wanted a more glossy lip, but I definitely wanted it to last for her. So I went over with one of these. And these are becoming some of my favorite lip products. I'm putting it on here. And the Velvet Lip Glides have pretty decent pigment, but they're very glossy and hydrating at the same time. So it's not like it's not like a gloss, but it's not like a liquid lipstick. Obviously, it's very creamy. So I love putting these over top of my liquid lipsticks because it makes them last a lot longer than the Velvet Lip Glides would on their own. But I use them on their own a lot too because they have really decent pigment and my clients are loving them. Okay, you guys, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'd love it to have you a part of my beauty community here on YouTube. I hope you guys have a wonderfully blessed rest of your week, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!